In a corner of heaven, the Department of Complaints and Claims was not what everyone expected. A delightful fragrance and a fresh breeze caressed the skin, while fluffy clouds transformed into armchairs and walls. This was the place where, after being admitted to paradise, humans could present complaints about the life they had been given. A group of souls waited in the lobby for their turn, entertaining themselves with small talk until the inevitable question arose. "And you, what do you have to complain about?" A man from the American continent, dressed as a peasant, was the first to speak. "Life is very unfair. I did everything right and was always honest. I worked hard since I was a child, up to 16 hours a day, but something always happened. Devaluations, expensive illnesses, corruption. Despite my efforts, things never went well for me." Everyone reflected on the man's hard life until an Asian woman, elegantly dressed, responded, "You can't blame life for your shortcomings. I was born poor too, but I learned to invest every penny. Even so, my husband asked for a divorce, and my children only wanted my fortune. Life was unfair to me because I always had abusive people around me. I did everything right, and still, things went wrong." This time, the silence lasted less. An elderly woman with pale skin and a scarf on her head protested, "I know who you are. You are the owner of the transnational company where I worked. And although I lived on another continent, everyone in the company knew that all you did was work. When did you dedicate time to your family if you only lived to make money? I put my family above everything. I abandoned my profession to take care of my children, but they never respected me. I truly did everything right." A man with extravagant clothes, long hair, and a peculiar smell then replied, "You're wrong, sister. One must break social chains. I worked on my spiritual growth, but my parents only wanted me to study. In short, they didn't want to understand me, and everyone turned their backs on me. Without health insurance or a home, I developed a chronic illness that defeated me before I was 50. Life was never good to me." The man from the countryside, irritated, replied, "How can you complain if you never worked hard a single day?" Everyone looked at each other and, with nothing more to say, sighed and fell silent. Finally, a door opened, and a celestial bureaucrat entered. "Welcome to Heaven's Department of Complaints and Claims. I have read your files and listened to your conversation, so I have decided to give a second chance to anyone who is 100% sure that they did everything right in life." Everyone immediately raised their hands. The bureaucrat, without further ado, put away his papers and said, "Unfortunately, your claims have been declined. Have a nice day." As he was about to leave, he was stopped by the Asian woman. "At least tell us what we did wrong. I am sure I did everything right." The bureaucrat adjusted his glasses and responded, "Everyone here has sinned with pride. Arrogance made you cling to your way of thinking, even though life was screaming that you were wrong. Of course, you have to work, but it's useless if you don't use the fruits of your labor wisely. Seeking economic well-being is essential, but without forgetting family, rest, and spirituality. You must take care of and love your family, but without neglecting to take care of and love yourself. And nurturing spirituality is fundamental, but for God's sake, without losing touch with reality. Being humble and listening to life's lessons is key to learning from our mistakes and making the necessary changes. And so, in Heaven's Department of Complaints and Claims, It was understood that doing things right is not just a matter of effort, but of balance, humility, and constant learning.